Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixmarters here. We're back. Shut the fuck up. Don't you what is it me? We're back in business. Mostly, for the most part.
For the most part.
Welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. When we left off, all kinds of crazy shit. Was that? Thankfully, I don't think that's here because it's.
No.
My God, I can't.
It would have been funny though.
We left off. All kinds of craziness happened. But we're going to the church because the secret formula and all that stuff gotta get translated. Hello.
Let's go. Oh God.
One little voice for you.
Jesus.
And then hopefully it'll take over it once we get in there.
Rilla's inside this church. Let's go.
Because we are still recovering from our what turned into becoming a joint sickness, as you can hear. All right, but
terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment.
It is who I thought.
Okay, yeah, confirm. Yeah. I can't fucking speak.
Hello. How can I help you? Juna, long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place. And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
That's me.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
True.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden in Tilbrile Haven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts father's efforts to shame, eh?
Ugh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
You caught me.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
It's a book.
Where did you get this?
We stole it.
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
No.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness. the Prince.
Well, saying slew.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full.
Okay.
As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Luis. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet and you'd been hanging on his arm since. I worried for you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure
Independent.
you're not causing trouble for everyone else.
Miss Independent.
I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
Oh my God.
Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade.
And that source is?
While most curses simply consume
Luis.
the magic released in the moment's casting,
Well, not necessarily.
this one is designed
Well.
to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this.
Well,
this formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing?
What?
You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
Of course.
She won't need it. I was gonna.
I'll do
I
what
would have said
can.
that.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Well, shit.
Did I miss a funeral?
D-
I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
Yeah, but
The
how?
impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
I was gonna say,
This
even if
might be
we
the
like
end.
challenged him to a duel,
Yeah.
he'd still kick
We
our
have
ass.
to stop Luis, no matter what. The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
If we take Juna out in public, we might attract a crowd. Can't risk Luis catching on that we're in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner, away from prying eyes.
Good
Wow.
idea.
I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Now you sleep on the roof.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a
I
diva.
sleep on the
And
roof.
I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
Right, Stroll?
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
It's cold though.
Right
Eh.
this way, my lady.
Unless
Well, they
you go
might
on
have.
the
I
one
think
on
they
deck.
fixed it.
The one on deck, you can.
And the one on deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow.
Right, great.
By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air.
Good old ponder.
Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. And then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start
Goodness.
wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process.
Oh.
I was
Oh.
still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
Oh.
Oh my god, can I go to bed now?
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, eh? Incorporating it into the gauntlet runner.
Please make us fly.
But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure.
That's valid.
You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, eh? And the way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Okay, Frank Sinatra.
I was literally about to make that joke. I hate you.
Alright, you can change or add members of your party in the options thingy to form a group of up to 4. Here it comes. Reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle, but then a couple of them are already ready to gain more. But
Oh, that's me.
yep,
Let's rest in the runner today. Our plans didn't pan out, but we should just concentrate on getting our strength back for now.
Right. Hello.
Well, that certainly could have turned out worse than it did. All thanks to your engineer, I assume? That crazy uncle-looking chap.
Yep.
Crazy uncle. Yeah, that's a good way
that's
to
him.
put it.
Yeah, that's him.
You must be quite the tinkerer, Not that your runner holds a candle to Luis's. That aside, I wish you all wouldn't stand on ceremony with me. I'm on your side now, truly.
Trying to protect you. Alright, hey there.
You are fortunate indeed to find an unexpected ally in the midst of hostile territory. Hulkenberg had much to say on the fame and accomplishments of both Juna and Rella. I must confess a near total ignorance of modern trends, and those that set them. What about you?
I don't mind.
Tis a better setback than we've lost that we've lost the means to break His Highness's curse. Yet 'twould serve nothing to only wallow in dismay. The only path that remains is slaying Louise. We must seek new strength with zeal renewed.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, there you are. I was about to go looking for you.
Damn it!
After all we did to get into Luis's good graces and secure the formula,
Yeah.
does it weigh on you that our efforts have been split in the wind?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, a
It'll
tiny
be
bit.
all right.
We mustn't get too discouraged. We still have some semblance of a plan. It's times like these when I'm heartened by Juna's bright positivity.
Good for you.
Well then.
Can I can do some of the stuff here. Cool. Perfect.
Whew.
Nice.
Got it.
Got it. I'm gonna raid the pantry.
Like, who's taking the ingredients?
Even though it's from our own ship, I'm
Literally,
going
yeah.
through and grabbing it.
I'm looting our own kitchen.
If I don't grab it, it won't exist tomorrow, so. Yeah, it's this weird fucking metaphysical pantry of sorts.
A metaphysical pantry.
Every day it's from a new dimension, so it's got different food in there, and if you don't open it today and open it tomorrow, that stuff's not gonna be there, so. I didn't make the rules.
So what I wish the real pantry in the real world was like. You don't
Yes.
like what's in there, you close it and you open it and it's something different.
You have to wait for tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's a small bed, doesn't look very comfortable. Time to get some sleep.
Sure.
Alright. You getting awoken by a more or anything?
Is that the first time we've actually picked sleep?
Well, that's the only
At
thing
least
we
for
can
a
do.
while.
I'm finding it hard to sleep. As good a time as any for some reading, I guess.
Oh.
Oh, great. Now you get to ask about the book.
Oh, good. You're still awake.
Hello.
What's the matter?
Can't sleep?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
Okay.
True, because we teleported.
I probably should have Juna return any Magla keys we got on the Caradrius too. Or Charadrius, whatever the fuck it was.
It's Caradrius.
Just to be safe.
You had it right the first time.
I wasn't sure. I'll give them to her later. Or now.
You should have been sure.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought
been a
I
week,
was
I'm a bit
fine
rusty.
doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid.
Oh, I bet.
That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it?
I'm terrified that Luis has his own copy and
Yeah.
reads from it. Oh boy.
You'd think
The
he
prevailing
doesn't.
culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war.
It was called Bye 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 by NSYNC.
How inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies.
Right.
I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely. But you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Okay.
Wonder what she really looks like then.
Juna and I talked into the night. Yeah.
Because isn't she the same thing
Time
as
marches on,
Alonso?
and the age of a new king draws
I'm not
nearer.
sure.
I think.
I am not fully sure. But, hello.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound.
Yeah,
To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we?
I'm on the
In
rock
first
somewhere.
place, the undisputed winner, Bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Lewis in second, not actually being in the race, but in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido! Furthermore,
in the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
Sure.
yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction, but we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition.
Probably
The
not
lad
me.
responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctress Joanna.
Oh.
Valiant human slayer.
Oh.
Yes, it's the young elder.
Me!
Why? Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that.
Zero to hero. Zero to hero. Just like
Wow.
The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something.
Oh.
No sign of him. Probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So
Oh,
he
saw
dropped.
something.
He dropped already.
Yeah.
the disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina.
Oh.
Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Oh my god.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Oh boy.
And then Luis will be like, I'm here too, bitches.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's the bell. thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne. First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand.
Thank you.
No sign of Luis.
Yeah.
Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
True.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is...
fishing.
recovering and offering a divine relic!
Oh yeah,
By
relic.
fishing it up out of the ocean.
A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything.
I forgot
You'll
about
not
the whole
want to
relic
forget this.
setup.
So,
Yeah.
we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice.
Is it Juna?
To tell us more, please welcome to the
Yep.
stage
Yep.
our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Hello.
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of sanctism, Altaberry Heights in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hand.
Except it's not their rightful
May
place.
all our aspiring heroes
Remember?
be blessed
Yeah.
with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Aye, aye, Captain. Wait.
What a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland.
Oh my goodness.
Simp.
What a mess.
Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day.
Bless you.
This
I keep
two-day
thinking
event
that's her
kicks
real
off on
name.
Saints' Day Eve,
Like her
with the
first
main
name.
celebrations
Yeah.
on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden,
Did you see the Magla just float by?
Yeah.
collection of the pagan relics.
I don't know why that was so funny.
To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
And here comes Luis strolling right through the gates. Now this sounds fun.
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now.
Yeah, they are.
That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
You suppose? You should know. Your job.
He's probably like, you
Looks
too,
like
I
our first
guess.
jobs come in.
Dick.
These men have me running all over.
Hello.
We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence?
The permanent shadows on his face.
He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
Oh boy.
Maybe finale.
I mean, yeah, sure, I'll go by that.
What do you mean, a finale?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Bless you.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Dragon?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day.
Dragon?
And bring it to me.
Dargons?
Mistakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well,
don't be too clingy. Come on.
First formal
don't be too clingy.
In your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
She is being really sus.
Find your clues elsewhere. Nothing further from me.
She's really laying it on.
You think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Thank you. It's gonna be a bunch of drapples inside that cave. You want dragons? They're gonna give you fucking dragon apples.
No!
They're gonna give you all the dragons that aren't really dragons.
I want that giant dragon that we missed out on at the beginning.
This is you.
Oh, right. Well, we're back at the inn. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracodios.
All right.
Or Dracodios, sorry. I guess we've got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go!
Hey, shut! Shut. You know anything about a fancy, about a dragon cave? An exhibition. The others is gonna kill me. The others are full of revelers. All that carouseling and yelling.
Carouseling? You mean carousing?
Carousing? I couldn't read. So it's been a long day for me. And it must be impossible to get any rest.
Carouseling.
Oh, it's nice and quiet here, isn't it? So quiet you could hear a pin drop. We're a unique little inn in that respect. You can also hear all the insects scurrying around inside the walls. Oh, man. Very specific thing here.
Wonderful.
Trying to see who I can find around where I might get some clues. Hello?
So foolish, it arouses great pity.
You're that older. You've got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? You had a sanctus executed simply to improve your status, didn't you? And more, blasphemous elder! It's not just your filth. There have been pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. You tainted barbaric tribe shall be punished by his eminence Forden, and by God!
Hey, wow, did you hear what he said through all that crap, though? About there being pagans nearby? At least we got something out of his diatribe other than a headache. I wonder if one of them is still around. Let's search.
Oh, okay.
A woman breathing very loudly.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, okay. All right. And nearby, maybe it's some of these gabbers here. No, those are Coliseum fans. Quiet, all of you.
I mean, the pagans are usually the Mustari people with the masks on their heads.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hello. Maybe you've seen something. The Divine Lands, was it? Some pagan crap, ain't it? Was one of them not a clemmer like me, eh?
Then, have you seen any Mustari around here then? Someone who seems like they might know more about it?
Told you I don't know anything, didn't I? Find a crowd and you can bet there'll be a Mustari or two there. Now bugger off.
I think they might avoid crowds of people, if I'm being honest. But maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something.
On it. I'm here.
I'm just incredulous.
I
just... Hey,
listen.
Excuse me.
Don't you excuse me.
Hey, listen.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
I thought there was supposed to be an informant here. They're never around when you need them, are they?
Can't get the easy way out.
Hey, listen.
Quiet.
Huh?
Hi, I have a question. Have you ever heard of a Divine Lance?
Oh god, what was her voice?
It's just do a random one. It doesn't matter.
A Divine Lance! Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait. Someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. Huh? He was bothered about the lance? I was like, he may know something. Any idea where he went? He's long gone, but I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so...
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar.
On it. All right then. And probably down by the boat section, since it seems like he's trying to take off.
Since I'm still recovering and haven't voice acted in like a week, nobody's gonna sound the way they usually do.
Oh, absolutely not.
Now what am I to do?
Stroll and Heisme sounded fine coming from you, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still coughing after every once in a while, but hello.
Meanwhile, I'm
It's my
still
friend.
kinda stuffy too. Oh.
I can't believe this.
He's angry.
You would have them all take what they please? This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him.
Yeah.
With everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They've really crossed a line.
They've really crossed a line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church.
Oh, hell no.
One of the few who aren't, it seems.
Hi.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job.
It was a script.
But as
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
Right.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The lance of the dragon god. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure.
Dragon
the lance
god.
is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the dragon god sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea.
Please be a literal
Most of
dragon
its
and not a
inhabitants
metaphorical
are
one.
misguided, and it remains the only
Or a
place
statue.
in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni.
Edeni.
Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios.
No.
We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We'd never take it by
We don't
force.
intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
No, I never said I was smart. Wait,
What if we can fly there?
I was gonna say.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves.
Yeah!
Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Wait, where did you come from? How long were you listening?
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Del, you still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
Oh, wait, no, don't do that. Don't ruin the
You
dynamic.
never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Wait, no, like a bad dog. No, you don't get to come with us.
Ooh.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
He navalified it.
Right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his runner all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
As you do.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Because I wanted to.
Island, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right. Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Yeah.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders.
No, you're
sure
not.
I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
You ruin everything.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
He's still suspected.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree.
Most of the short one.
Definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
I'm never ready anymore. They've crashed the party.
We could conveniently lose them at sea.
Oh my god, I would. But, I mean, Luis is gonna discover that immediately, and we're not gonna get away with that. Let's be honest now. Oh man, well, you know what? Sounds like we're gonna have to deal with the fucking party poopers next time. But we could just undock and leave without them. This is fucking, they're gonna go back to this. Yo, fucking go! Everyone, stack in! What are they gonna do? Fucking fly and meet us?
God. I want there to be a dragon god, please. That would be great.
Sounds like we're going places.
I swear to God, if it's a fucking, like,
a little baby dragon.
Or a statue. Or a statue of a tree.
What if it's a statue of a dragon?
And it's just, that's what I'm saying. If it's a tree or like a statue or something like that, that's just being called the dragon god, I'm going to riot.